Welcome to the Disneyland Beat, where our toes tap to a Disneyland drum.
And we always whistle while we work.
Well, we have the best news for you folks that we have had in months.
We talk Disneyland headlines and reopening, check out A Touch of Disney, and Damien takes a trip to Walt Disney World.
Come on into the parks with us. Please like, subscribe, and stick around.
Hi everyone, this is Amy.
And TC with the Disneyland Beat. Well, the big news is Disneyland will reopen April 30th. It will, of course, be limited capacity and for California residents only at first, but overall, we just think this is wonderful.
Cast members are hard at work training and prepping the park for opening. We're seeing more and more activity inside the berm. Even the horses have to get used to the job again after so much time off. It's very exciting.
We are very pleased to see Disneyland taking safety precautions very seriously still. We just want to put it out there to ask everyone to follow the rules, wear your mask, and be super nice to the cast members. We know they're going to do an awesome job.
It's still unclear exactly what tier California will be in come April 30th, but even if they start with a 15% capacity allowed under the current red tier, it should move quickly to 25% capacity as vaccines expand. The big questions are, when will tickets go on sale? What kind of tickets will be available, and how many weeks or reservation dates will be opened up? And as of the taping of this episode, Disney hasn't released that info.
I mean, for the lucky ones who do get in those first few weeks, it's going to be pretty amazing. Even Jimmy Kimmel noted it.
To say, actually, sound Disneyland at 15%, that sounds like the happiest place on earth.
It does sound pretty good, Jimmy, it does. It's going to be a very emotional day, that's for sure.
And even if we have to wait for Avengers Campus, which we speculate will open sometime in the fall, there'll be lots of new stuff to check out. We have a pretty good idea of what awaits us in Snow White's Enchanted Wish, but there are probably still a few surprises to unpack.
And now CEO Bob Chapek released another statement teasing that the Haunted Mansion refurb that we already knew about actually includes some, quote, new magic, end quote. So we have no idea what that could mean. It could be anything from new interactive queue elements or some kind of addition to the ride itself. Or maybe they're just referring to how they're going to get everybody down to the Doom buggies without using the stretching rooms. Or maybe some kind of change to the stretching rooms. We just don't know.
We also learned from A Touch of Disney that Ariel's Undersea Adventures is getting refurbishment work done to the ornamental dome that used to be part of Golden Dreams. Also, Cocina Cucamonga is undergoing exterior refurbishment as well.
In other news, we're going to be starting a live panel show that's going to be live streamed. I'm going to be joined by Damien, who you're going to meet shortly, and Don Morin, who's a voice actor and the director of the Pacific Northwest Mouse Meet. And we have a lot of fun Disneyland show segments planned for you guys that you're not going to want to miss. Our first live stream is Monday, April 5th at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
A Touch of Disney opened brightly but calmly with its limited crowds. DCA isn't really that big, and I think every Disneyland fan who couldn't be there was watching one of the 20 awesome Disney vloggers in attendance. You could flip from live stream to live stream and catch every part of the park at once.
The event delivered on its promises, and the spirits are very high, so if anyone's got tickets for that, we're going to be headed there in April, so we hope to see you there. There were some fantastic meet and greets. We really loved the Miguel meet and greet maybe the most, but really Goofy and Max were nice to see. Everything looks great. The park looks absolutely beautiful, and the whole thing was wide open.
Well, except for Avengers Campus, of course. But more and more pieces are becoming visible, and it looks like it's going to be an exciting land. You can see the crane and the Avengers logo and Quinjet, the new lamps, and more. It's hard to believe that a Bugs Land was there 2 years ago. The construction walls blocking the land are currently decorated with billboards from the upcoming Black Widow movie.
When the parks do reopen, it has been confirmed that a lot of perks like Fast Pass, Max Pass, Magic Mornings, and early entry, and park hopping are all going to be discontinued for an undetermined period of time.
The Grand Californian Hotel will open April 29th. The Disneyland Hotel and Pixar Pier Hotel will open later. It's not clear if getting a room guarantees you a reservation, which is required in addition to a park ticket. The Disney Vacation Club Villas will open May 2nd, as initially announced.
As expected, things are going to be different in the parks once they open. There's even some speculation as to whether or not Disney is going to ask guests to not scream on thrill rides. But we are so glad to finally have a date. We will let you know as soon as we find out when tickets go on sale and reservations can be made. That's the big thing.
The OC Register reported that Disneyland will use the reservation system to keep admission limited to SoCal residents. Having to show an ID to get into the park is nothing new, but we don't know if they'll be turning away guests of SoCal residents or not. But think twice, all ye potential Griswolds, so you don't drive all the way to find the gates to Wally World locked.
Downtown Disney has been having an Easter egg extravaganza, which is really wonderful. I'm so glad that they're still doing that this year. And they spruced up the tram route. They're bringing out Autopia cars and they're planning them along the route. So they're really gonna make the reopening very fun.
As the parks inch closer to reopening, crowds at Downtown Disney are relaxing somewhat. They've started to not even use a virtual queue for the Star Wars trading post.
Over at Walt Disney World, a lot has been going on. One of our favorite pieces of news has been the Moana overlay to the Enchanted Tiki Room that has leaked. It turned out that this was just a hypothetical project, and Disney even commented saying that the Tiki Room will not be changing for the foreseeable future.
Our on-the-scene reporter, Damien, from the Damien Does Disney YouTube channel, just spent a week at Walt Disney World and is gonna take us into the park to check it all out. Damien, it's so good to see you. How are things going?
Things are great here at Disney World. Hey there, Mouseketeers. This is your friend Damien from Damien Does Disney. We are going to walk inside of this beautiful castle right here for the first time in forever. I had to put that one in, Mouseketeers. The construction of the canopy section of the Tron coaster is coming along nicely and it looks quite impressive. You can also see that the main show building of the Tron coaster is just about complete. The Harmonious show looks like it's going to be epic. These barges are absolutely massive. It blocks views, but there's supposed to be fountains during the day and probably make an amazing show. As you can see, the construction on Ratatouille looks pretty much complete. However, Ratatouille will be opening on October 1st. Wow, Mouseketeers, there she is, Expedition Everest. Right in front of you, Mouseketeers, is the Tree of Life, which is the centerpiece of Animal Kingdom. All right, Mouseketeers, let's check out the sights and sounds of Hollywood Boulevard. The first stop on our tour is, of course, Mickey's Runaway Railway. Let's go check it out right now. My favorite part of that attraction, of course, was the room where we went down the waterfall. That was so much fun. Hey there, Sheriff Woody, how are you? Looks like the droids are busy at work. And there she is, Mouseketeers, the fastest junk in the galaxy, the Millennium Falcon. Hey folks, thanks for spending time with me, and you know what? If you want to see more of my experiences here at Walt Disney World, go over and check out my channel, Damien Does Disney, where I have all this amazing content from Walt Disney World and as well as Disneyland. With that being said, Mouseketeers, see you real soon.
Thank you, Damien. Thank you so much for bringing us to Walt Disney World with you. What an awesome trip you had. We're glad you're back home, and thanks so much. Everyone go over there and check out his entire trip.
Well, folks, things are headed in a better direction. Disney Cruise Lines has announced destinations for summer of 2022, and things are starting to tentatively, safely open again. Slowly for sure. We aren't there yet, but it's getting better all the time.
Movie theaters have started to reopen in greater numbers around the country, even in California, though it is a slow process. Disney's Black Widow is not slated to run until May, so they're just building that up quite a bit of time, so they have a pretty good chance of having a lot of theaters open by then. At least we hope so.
But Disneyland is reopening. The magic is coming back. It's a good news month for sure.
Everyone be safe out there, and thank you so much for joining us.
See you real soon, Mouseketeers.
See you real soon.
Except when actively eating or drinking while stationary. Guests that do not comply will be asked to leave. Wash your hands often.